I'll be talking to you about an opportunity that many of you have right now while you're in college but may not know that much about. That opportunity being joining Greek life. I'll be discussing topics such as what Greek life is exactly, why you should think about joining, what goes on in a Greek house, as well as tell you my personal experience so far as a candidate in a fraternity. Greek life consists of each respective fraternity and sorority on a college campus. There are over 800 colleges in the United States and Canada that have Greek life systems, which include over 9 million members. To read a quote from the NDSU Greek life site, Greek life offers students a unique opportunity to have a balanced college life with a focus on academic excellence, brotherhood or sisterhood, community service, and responsible social interactions. You might already have your own opinion about Greek life, and I'm hoping that this opinion isn't because of what you see in movies such as Animal House. However awesome these movies may be, they do put a negative view on Greek life. For those of you that think that fraternities and sororities are all about partying and drinking, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to find out that that's not actually the case. I'm going to give you some facts about Greek life in general. Let's see, there are 9 million Greek life members nationally. 63% of the U.S. President's cabinet since 1900 have been Greek. In the past 5 years, more than 100 colleges and universities have opened their doors for the first time to fraternities. Of the nation's 50 largest corporations, 43 are headed by fraternity men. 85% of the Fortune 500 executives belong to a fraternity. 40 of 47 U.S. Supreme Court justices since 1910 were fraternity men. Every U.S. president and vice president, except 2 in each office, born since the first social fraternity, have been members of a fraternity. 63% of the U.S. president's cabinet members since 1900 have been Greek. A national conference report shows a high percentage of the 4,000 NIC fraternity chapters are above the all-men's scholastic average on their respective campuses. A U.S. government study shows that over 70% of all those who join a fraternity or sorority graduate, while under 50% of all non-fraternity sorority persons graduate. Less than 2% of an average college student's expenses go toward fraternity dues. Over 85% of the student leaders on some 730 campuses are involved in Greek community. All of the Apollo 11 astronauts are Greek. Over $7 million is raised each year by Greeks nationally. 850,000 hours are volunteered by Greeks annually. And 71% of those listed in Who's Who in America belong to a fraternity. This leads me to my next point, which is what Greek life, or why you should think about joining Greek life, and what Greek life offers its members, its community, and its campus. With so many negative viewpoints on Greek life, it's kind of hard to see the positive sides of it. And actually, to quote the Memorial Union website on Greek life, fraternities and sororities are known throughout the Fargo-Moorhead community for their time and energy their members put into local service projects and fundraising campaigns. Last year, the NDSU Greek community collectively served over 5,500 hours of service and raised nearly $100,000 to benefit local, regional, and national nonprofit organizations. Some of these organizations include the Children's Miracle Network, Relay for Life, American Cancer Society, Juvenile Diabetes Association, Special Olympics of North Dakota, Nokomis Child Care Center, court-appointed special advocates, Adopt a Highway, Prevent Child Abuse, Girl Scouts, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and the Ronald McDonald Foundation. Greek life offers its members many benefits, such as scholarship programs, job connections, quality friendships, and just fun in general. Many fraternities and sororities actually have scholarship programs set up within their chapters, which help with giving students better study habits, and also giving them the opportunity to actually earn financial support from their chapter or nationals. Let's see. It's also a fact that fraternities and sororities have a national higher average GPA than the rest of the student body. Academics are very important in Greek life because most fraternities and sororities have a minimum GPA requirement of 2.5 that all potential members and active members must meet. I'm going to show you a graph now that shows the correlation or the comparison between the Greek life GPA versus the student body in the top 20 party schools in America. In all but 3 of the 20 schools, the Greek GPA was higher than the rest of the student body. Another big reason that you should think about possibly looking at Greek life is the job connections. Many chapters offer their members interview techniques and let's see. In a Dakota article from Time Magazine, Michelle Lesser goes on to say that you can make a lot of connections in Greek life and you need them in today's job market. Another benefit of joining a fraternity sorority is the quality of friendships. In an interview with Marcus Mahar, a current NDSU student and a member of the Sigma Nu fraternity, there is nothing comparable to that of the friendships you make when joining a fraternity. We call each other brothers because that's exactly what we think of each other. Joining a fraternity is for life, and so are the friends that you make. There's also a great amount of fun that you have when joining a fraternity or sorority. Many Greek life chapters have brotherhood and sisterhood events that they set up throughout the year that members are welcome to take part in. For example, Sigma Nu, a fraternity here at NDSU, has many brotherhood events such as dances, formals, athletics, movie nights, polka nights, and many more that you wouldn't otherwise be able to take part of if you weren't a member of Greek life. Some things in life must be experienced firsthand. In an interview with Tyler Vermeer, a current NDSU student and Sigma Nu fraternity candidate, fraternity is almost the exact opposite of what I thought it was before becoming a candidate. You really can't explain how awesome of an experience Greek life is because it really does need to be experienced by someone firsthand. Another thing that many people wonder about is what actually goes on in a Greek life house. One of the most important things that goes on is there are house positions in houses and basically the purpose of those is to keep order within a house, make sure everything is getting done that needs to get done, and also to keep members in check. Let's see. Another thing you can think about doing in a Greek life house if you become a member is possibly moving in. Benefits of moving into a house are closer bonds with members, and also the rent is a lot cheaper than all of the on-campus living. I'm going to now talk about my personal experience as a candidate in a fraternity. Last fall, I decided to check out Rush Week. I was a little skeptical at first because, just like many other college students, I had a preconceived notion that fraternities were all about drinking and partying. Still, I decided to go check it out for myself. The first Rush event that I went to was a grilling outside of the Reed and Johnson halls. As soon as I got there, I was approached by who I now know as the Vice President of Sigma Nu, and he answered a lot of my questions and made me feel welcome right away. One of the first things I asked about was hazing, because I'm sure a lot of other college students have that same question. I was pleased to find out that Sigma Nu is actually founded against hazing and is strongly opposed to it. there are other different activities. There were different activities going on, such as foursquare and volleyball. I was invited to play foursquare right away by some of the members of Sigma Nu, and I had a blast and felt welcome right away. Over the course of the semester, I've been attending Sigma Nu meetings and candidate class. The purpose of candidate classes are to teach the ideals of fraternity and also to teach better leadership skills and just to help make candidates better people in general. I've talked to you about what Greek life means, why you should think about joining, what goes on in Greek Life House, as well as talk to you about my own personal experiences so far. Hopefully after listening to my speech, you might think about looking into joining a fraternity or sorority, because it could be one of the best decisions that you make in your lifetime.